Hello lovely people out there, this is your Star Guide Nikita and welcome back to Nikki's Star Guide YouTube channel. As always, if you are new to the channel, then please consider subscribing, hit the bell icon so that you will always get notified whenever I upload a new astrology video. And by the way, let me know in the comment section below, how are you all doing? How are the intense transits around our globe are treating you? And in this video, we are going to talk about the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of planet Mars and Venus in the sign of Cancer, which is taking place from 15th of July 2021 till 21st of July 2021, and how it is going to impact us and why it holds a major significance during this time. Also, we will try to understand its deep psychological and physical impact for 12 zodiac signs. And if you want to take a professional consultation from me, then you can send an email to nikkistarguide@gmail.com and the mail ID is given in the description section. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now, what does exactly the Gandanta zone means, or what does it signify? As we all know that after all the water signs comes the 3 fire signs, and the degrees, that is the last degrees of all the water signs, that is Pisces, Cancer and Scorpio. 26 degree 30 minutes of a water sign till 3 degree of the next fire sign is known as the Gandanta zone, and any planet placed in this sensitive area is known to have a karmic significance attached to it. The deep spiritual karmic knot which we are here to untry during this time, during this lifetime. And that is why the Gandanta zone is named as one of the most significant and one of the most sensitive area of life. Mars, the planet of energy, drive, enthusiasm, vitality, the commander of astrology, the fighter, is already transiting through the sensitive sign of its debilitation, that is the sign of Cancer. And in top of that, it is now transiting through the Gandanta degrees. That is what makes this transit highly vulnerable for Mars, where we are unable to control our emotions, we are unable to control our actions. On top of it, Venus, the planet of love, grace, passion, everything happening in life. Venus, which represents grace, Venus, which represents wealth, is also transiting through the sensitive Gandanta zone in the sign of Cancer. Whenever Venus and Mars conjunction takes place in transit, or if you will see that in a horoscope, then we can say that the maximum amount of passionate and dynamic energy is getting created, is getting generated in that area of life. And now the same thing is happening, but in the Gandanta zone, where already a planet feels vulnerable, sensitive, and we feel as if we are unable to take control or take charge over the significance of the areas of life and the things that are represented by those planets. If I have to conclude or describe this whole effect of this transit in one sentence, then it will be like it is the period where our emotions are getting churned out. This is the time period where Mars and Venus together in the Gandanta zone of Cancer. And what is the sign of Cancer all about? Cancer sign represents our emotions, our emotional well-being, comfort, our home, where we feel ourselves, where we love to be ourselves, where we find peace and solace after a long day of hectic schedule of work, or after dealing with the mundane tasks and routine and life. So that is why when this passionate energy is getting generated in the Gandanta zone of Cancer sign because of Mars and Venus, it is a time period when our patience will get tested, when our emotional well-being will be put on a pedestal, and we will be asked to deal with these matters with utmost care, precaution. Mars is the original first and the 8th house ruler of the Kalpurus Kundali, whereas Venus rules the original second and the 7th house of the Kalpurush Kundali. And that is why during this time, you will oftentimes see people are asking such questions like, I'm lacking clarity about my life path, or I don't know what I want to do, or I don't know how to do it, or I'm just somehow feeling stuck in my own rut in the emotions, or I'm feeling vulnerable, or effects such as physical harm, or emotional stress, or mental and physical exhaustion, tiredness, fatigue. All these symptoms will be at high during this time, and that is why taking care of ourselves both physically and mentally is highly, highly important during this time. Mars here will make us question our belief system, question our life path, question the direction that we are heading into. Whereas it will make us realize some of the harsh lessons about how we should gain clarity about our own life path, or about some of the transformations, that some of the changes that we were avoiding to step into, avoiding to embrace. That is what is going to get unleashed during this time. Whereas Venus, being the planet of grace, transiting through the Gandanta degrees, will definitely make us lack the much needed diplomacy and patience while dealing with our loved ones, our spouse, or our business partners, or in general with people around us. Because remember, Venus rules the original 7th house of Kalpurush Kundali, which represents other people. And that is why one should never forget that this is the testing period when we have to remain composed. And this is a time when all the Venusian things will be kept on a test. Whenever the sign of Cancer is heavily getting impacted because of malefic planets, or malefic energies, or in general, whenever there is any harsh aspect on the sign of Cancer, it definitely shows that there is going to be a slight discomfort in expressing our emotions, in being intact with our emotional well-being, or we might feel slightly offbeat and not comfortable with what we are feeling inside, and we might not be able to express it out with clarity. And that is why do not get surprised if there are fights within your home, or if you are not keeping well emotionally, or you are feeling like you have lost control over your emotions, or you are not doing well with your family and dear and near ones. Just make sure that these few days of span you are living it out with utmost care and patience and diplomacy, and don't hesitate in asking for clarifications. And do not even hesitate in giving clarifications to people. Do not hesitate in asking questions, asking doubts, because what this Gandanta energy will do with us is that it will somehow suppress our emotions, suppress our resentments, or our grudges and grief and sorrow that we are carrying, or the anger that we are carrying in our holding in our heart since a long time. And one day, all of a sudden, we will just burst out like there will be a volcanic eruption. And that is why it is necessary to maintain the balance in how we are feeling, why we are feeling. Keep a check on it. Write down your thoughts. What and who is making you angry? Why you are giving away your power to somebody else, or to past resentments, or to future worries. And that is how we can sail through this ride. And remember, especially because Cancer represents home, family, mother, so these type of emotions can burst out, especially with our near and dear ones, with the closest one, because those are the people who know us the most, who know us very well, who are always with us, no matter if we are going through good days or bad days. So especially they know our good and bad habits, they know our flaws, they know our silly mistakes, they know our big mistakes, they understand us for who we are. And that is why during this time it is most important to remain kind with them, and to not throw your anger, your frustration onto other people who are close to you. One of the most significant thing about this Gandanta zone transit is that Saturn, the planet of karma, is transiting in the exact opposite sign of Capricorn while being retrograde. And Capricorn is Saturn's own sign. And that is why it is making us even more go haywire. It is making us more vulnerable because Saturn, the planet of karma, is now making sure that we are not just going through these things of emotional vulnerability, sensitive period, but we are actually taking concrete steps in order to make that change take place deep inside us, deep within us. And that is why do not get hesitant, do not be fearful during this time. Just be careful if you are traveling somewhere. There can be some mishaps, little mishaps, there can be some cuts and bruises because Mars and Venus are opposite to Saturn, and Venus represents vehicles, Mars is the speed, Saturn can cause such things. So we just have to be careful. And actually, in my own experience too, there have been some mishaps all around me as well, with me as well. So do not get surprised. And this is the just short time period, but because the energy is so intense, that is why I'm requesting you all to be careful about it, especially about your emotional health. So it may not be possible that all of us will face the similar kind of results all the time, but it is possible that many of us will face it depending upon our natal positions, our Mahadasha, Antardashas, or the degree of planets placed in these signs in our horoscope. Okay, and the planet Mercury, which is the ruler of the nakshatra of Ashlesha, where this Gandanta zone falls in the sign of Cancer, is transiting 12 places away in its own sign of Gemini. So what does it mean? So Mercury here is not able to help that much to the duo of Venus and Mars, but with right kind of information, with right kind of learning, educating ourselves, reading a lot of books, or just gathering a lot of information about how to deal with this sensitive time period will help us immensely. And that is what you all should do, as I'm also onto it. So this is all about the analysis of Mars and Venus in the Gandanta zone, and just be careful, remain calm, remain patient, don't forget to offer grace, and don't forget to learn the necessary lesson, because that without that, Saturn, the planet of karma, will not help us exceed further in life with speed and with passion. Now let's take a look at how this transit of Venus and Mars in Gandanta zone is going to impact each one of us depending upon our ascendant and moon sign. For the Aries ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 4th house of your horoscope, whereas Mars being transiting through the sign of its debilitation, being your ascendant, that is 1st and 8th house ruler, whereas Venus being the 2nd and 7th house ruler, definitely shows that this is the time period when you are likely to face some confusions about your residence, your familial life. There can be some pending issues which you are trying hard to solve about your education, your familial matters, or a construction of house, selling of property, or buying a new property, or it can be about accumulated wealth, or it can be about marriage, and your own emotional stability might not be at its best during this time, and that is why you are advised to make sensible decisions during this time. Take your time before figuring things out or before declaring things out into the world, because Aries ascendant and moon sign natives, they like to do things speedily, and when ascendant ruler is in debilitation and in Gandanta, it definitely shows that there can be a lot of outside pressure and interference in your life, in your decisions, and that is why it is advisable for you to remain calm, remain patient, and take things slowly during this time. There is a need of taking good care of your physical and mental health as well as your mother's health. There can be some frustration where you have to remain patient and solve things with utmost care and precaution, because Saturn is exactly opposite to the Mars and Venus in Gandanta. Saturn is currently retrograde in its own sign of Capricorn, and that is why it is making the Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus even more sensitive and vulnerable for you. And that is why you have to be very careful about how you speak, how you are dealing with other people, how you are dealing with your own emotions. This is the most important thing during this time. So I wish all the very best to all the Aries natives, and overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal horoscope as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Taurus ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 3rd house of your horoscope, Mars being the ruler of the 12th and the 7th house of your horoscope, whereas Venus being your ascendant or 1st house ruler or moon sign ruler and the 6th house ruler, transiting through the sensitive Gandanta zone from the 3rd house, definitely shows that there can be some few frustrating situations in your life, especially regarding travel, or if you are planning to get enrolled in some kind of course, or you are working on starting a new routine, or you want to make that positive shift in your lifestyle, in your personality, and you want to see the immediate results in your life, then there can be some frustration or delays about the same, because remember, Saturn being the 9th and 10th house ruler of your horoscope is exactly opposite in the sign of Capricorn while being retrograde, and it is making this transition, this new change get delayed at least till a certain time period, because Saturn always delays and never denies, and that is why Taurus people are advised to take it easy during this time, because the Gandanta sensitive transit is happening in the 3rd house of your horoscope. So that is why make sure that you are remaining calm and patient with your neighbors, with your childhood friends, or if you are having any problems or frustrations with your day-to-day routine life, your life path, your expenditure, or there is lack of mental peace, then this time period will test your patience and your stable mindset. So don't forget to remain stable during this time. That is the biggest advice for all Taurus natives by my side. It's going to be a perfect time period to resolve any resentments or any grudges if you're holding on to with your siblings or with your father or with your mother, then this is going to be a perfect time to do so. And overall results will be dependent on the natal planetary positions in your horoscope as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Gemini ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 2nd house of your horoscope, that is a sign of Cancer, whereas Mars rules the 11th and the 6th house of your horoscope and Venus rules the 12th and the 5th house of your horoscope. It definitely shows that there is a lot of accumulation of stagnant energy that you need to untie or you need to work on during this time. Is about wealth related matters, it's about your speech pattern, it's about your health, your routine lifestyle, your emotional mental well-being, and your relationship with your family and your values. So the time period is extremely influential and focused. The energies are focused on familial matters during this time. So it may happen that you are either concerned about some of your family members' health, or you are concerned about your finances, your savings, or your mother's health, or there can be some issue, or there can be some situation in life regarding emotional transformation that you are undergoing, or the physical and mental change that you are trying to manifest since a long time, but somehow you feel stuck or you are unable to make that shift happen, then this is going to be the time when you will finally step into your power. You will finally realize that this is a time when I have to make major decisions and I have to be courageous, otherwise I will forever remain stuck. And one of the major reasons behind feeling this is that Saturn is retrograde and exactly opposite in the sign of Capricorn, and it is aspecting this sensitive transition of Mars and Venus through the Gandanta degrees. Saturn from the 8th house will surely try to bring massive and intense innermost changes in your psyche, in your routine life, in your education system, or your romantic relationship, or it can be about your finances as well. So just be careful if you are traveling somewhere, or be mindful of your close one's health as well as your own health. Mercury is currently transiting through the first house, hence you are having that speedy attitude, that swiftness to your thoughts. Your intellect is working really fine, so make the most of it. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart as well as the current dasha one is undergoing. For the Cancer ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the first house of your horoscope, that is the moon sign or your ascendant. Mars rules the 10th and the 5th house of your horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of the 11th and 4th house. It definitely shows that a lot of sensitive energies are getting gathered over your ascendant or your moon sign. Hence, I can easily sum it up like this, that you are currently undergoing a lot of physical and mental exhaustion. There is a lot of work to get done. There are a lot of thoughts that are running in your mind, and you might feel restless most of the time. Hence, it is highly advisable to all the Cancer natives to take enough rest. Take long baths, take Epsom salt bath. Be careful, be mindful of your emotions. Do not get involved in any kind of tantrums or any kind of dramatic situations where your emotions will go haywire. So even if people around you are throwing things at you which are irritating, avoid getting into fights, or it can get really ugly, which will again result in some kind of frustration in future. You are learning to control your speech pattern, and this also shows that there can be a lot of work-life imbalance in your life right now, because first and seventh house axis shows yourself and opposite people, as well as the sign of Cancer is all about home life. It's about comfort, your comfort zone, your emotions, your peace of mind. And the sign of Capricorn is all about the outside world, the professional world, your career place, people in authority at the place of work. And that is why you are advised to be mindful of your work-life balance and give enough time to your family as well as to your duty, your karma. Because remember, Saturn is exactly opposite to the sign of Cancer, where this sensitive transition of Mars and Venus is taking place. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Leo ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 12th house of your horoscope, whereas Mars rules the 9th and the 4th house of your horoscope, and Venus is the ruler of the 10th and the 3rd house of your horoscope. And it definitely indicates that there are a lot of energies getting gathered around traveling to a distant land, or if you are looking for visa approval, or if you are willing to go in the nature, or if you are willing to go abroad, or there is a lot of stress on your subconscious mind and you are trying to figure things out on your own at your own pace, but somehow the situation is forcing you to make decisions as soon as possible, because Saturn is transiting while being retrograde in the sign of Capricorn in the 6th house, exactly opposite to the Mars and Venus's Gandanta transit in your 12th house. Hence, Saturn is putting a lot of pressure on Mars and Venus to make those concrete decisions, to come to conclusions and terms with things related to your career, your finances, your courage factor especially. If you are feeling less confident lately, then this is going to be the time when Saturn will push Mars and Venus in order to make you feel confident, in order to make you reach out to the solutions so that you can become more confident, you can become more sorted as a person, as an individual. There can be a lot of themes about traveling here as Mars rules your ninth house as well, or it can be possible that some issues related to your father or your higher education are stressing you over the time. And this is the high time when you have to take concrete decisions. You have to try your best to find the best possible answer or solution to the pending tasks and issues in your life. Again, there can be lack of peace here because Mars also rules your fourth house, and the sensitive transit of Gandanta is happening in the sign of Cancer, which is again the fourth house of natural Kalpurish Kundali. And that is why staying calm, meditating a lot of times, and remaining true to your duties, and if it's possible, I would suggest you to write a diary or journal, or there can be a lot of messages for you in your dreams. So write down your thoughts. Our dreams are nothing but our subconscious thoughts, and that is how you can decode the message for you to become more confident once Mars and Venus moves into the first house of your horoscope, that is the sign of Leo. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart and the current dasha one is undergoing. For the Virgo ascendant and moon sign natives, the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 11th house of your horoscope. Mars rules the 8th and the 3rd house of your horoscope, whereas Venus rules the 9th and the 2nd house of your horoscope. And it definitely indicates that a lot of energies are getting gathered around your financial matters, around your colleagues, around your the organization or the business that you're working for, or the colleagues that you're dealing with. People in your network circle are becoming important here. There are some issues that you need to sort out before you go ahead and start a new life cycle about all the representations of the houses ruled by Mars and Venus in your horoscope. Saturn is currently transiting exactly opposite to the sign of Cancer, that is the sign of Capricorn, while being retrograde. Saturn is the ruler of 5th and 6th house, which definitely indicates that you might be thinking a lot and reflecting on your previous choices, your past choices around your savings, or how much efforts you have put in your life or in the work that you do. Or you might be thinking vigorously about your financial planning and management, and this Saturn opposite to Mars and Venus in Gandanta might put a lot of pressure and make you feel not so good enough about your financial management or about your performance or about your the way you are dealing with your colleagues, or about the way you're earning your livelihood. So do not get tricked into this and remain calm, remain composed. Do not forget to make proper planning the way you always like to do, being a Virgo ascendant or moon sign native. And that is how you will be able to surf this tide of extreme doubts around, especially around your finances or your income or your financial management in past. It can also show that there can be some major events taking place around your elder brothers or your elder siblings, or you might have to invest a lot of money and energy in your family or for some of your family members. So this can also be seen here. Attending some webinars, gathering some more information, reading a lot of stuff that is helpful to you, and being in a company of people who are actually helpful to you will actually be beneficial for you during this time. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart as well as the current dasha one is undergoing. For the Libra ascendant and moon sign natives, the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 10th house of your horoscope. Mars rules the 7th and 2nd house of your horoscope, whereas Venus is the ruler of the 8th and the first house of your horoscope. It definitely shows that a lot of energies are getting gathered around your home life, your family life, your emotional well being, and your career, your professional life, people at the place of work, your duty and responsibility towards the society. And that is why this is again one of the majorly influencing transit for Libra people, because 10th house and 4th house are one of the most important Kendra houses, which deals with our everyday routine, where we are dealing with a family, where we are finding comfort in our busy routine life, right, at the place of work. And that is why you are advised to strike a fine balance between your familial life and your professional life. There can be some sudden changes that are awaiting you in terms of your career, or in terms of your family, your accumulated wealth, or it may be possible that your whole life path is asking you to make some bigger and greater and deeper meaningful changes in your personality, through which you will be able to gain more clarity about your own life, about your soul purpose. You will be able to attract more abundance in terms of materialistic wealth, in terms of emotional well-being. And that is why your emotions are getting churned out completely during this time. Especially there can be some pressuresome situations about your workplace. Hence, if you are in such a place where you are feeling hollow at the place of work, in the career that you are into, then this is the perfect time to make that big transition, to choose your well-being, to follow your life path, your actual soul's voice. Also, remaining calm and composed and disciplined within your home will also help you manifest better clarity in both the work and life balance. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart, as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Scorpio ascendant and moon sign natives, the Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 9th house of your horoscope. Mars rules the 1st and the 6th house of your horoscope, whereas Venus rules the 7th and 12th house of your horoscope. And it definitely shows that a lot of major things are happening or about to happen about a long distance journey about which you were awaiting since a very long time. And now you are like, I just cannot wait to embark on a new journey of life. A long distance travel is definitely on cards, and you might even travel along with your family, or especially with your business partner or your spouse during this time. And that can cause you a lot of additional expenditure for which you might or might not have planned previously. And that is why you are advised to take calculative decisions during this time and keep an eye on your additional expenditure during this time. Health of your father can be of concern during this time. Hence, make sure that your father is keeping good in terms of his physical and mental well-being as well. It also shows that your mother might get a chance to travel abroad or to a long distance place, or if you are planning to change the place of residence, if you want to move away or if you want to change your house, then this is the perfect time period when you will come up with the suitable terms and conditions, and you will be able to finally make that big pending decision in your life. As Mars is the moon sign or the ascendant ruler for your ascendant, it also shows that the whole life path is undergoing a major transformation during this time, because water sign is where the moksha triangle falls, is where the deepmost emotional change takes place, so that we can purify ourselves and move towards the fire sign, that is the following the righteous and inspiring path of our life, something which is true to our core nature. And that is what you are doing currently. Hence, I recommend highly to all the Scorpionators to reflect on your choices in life, to reflect on the values, your principles and morals in life. And this is the perfect time if you want to get rid of any of them, and if you want to embody a new lifestyle routine. some of the new habits, some of the new principles. So the more embracing and accepting you are, the less the friction will be, because Saturn is exactly opposite to the sensitive transition of this Mars and Venus in Cancer. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in a natal chart as well as the current Mahadasha one is undergoing. For the Sagittarius ascendant and moon sign natives, the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 8th house of your horoscope, that is the sign of Cancer, whereas Mars rules the 5th and the 12th house of your horoscope, and Venus rules the 6th and the 11th house of your horoscope. And it definitely indicates that a lot of energies are getting gathered around the matters related to 8th house. That is, you are likely to go through a major innermost transformation during this time, or it can be literally a physical transformation, such as moving home or moving the city or moving a country and getting settled in some other country or some other state or some other house. Or it can also show that there is a lot of pressure happening around your family matters, around your accumulated wealth, savings. You might be concerned about your health during this time, or you are thinking of investing in some kind of future planning, and for that only you are either feeling stuck, or you are about to make that big decision of choosing the right path for your suitable scenarios or for your decisions in life. Financial earnings might be of concern during this time, or your own health can be of concern during this time, but with regular routine activity you will be able to break through this stagnant position, stagnant state of mind, or even on physical level, because whenever 2nd and 8th house, especially the 8th house, is extremely active in a chart, it can make life stagnant. But with your ascendant or moon sign ruler Jupiter transiting through the 3rd house, it is definitely indicating towards you taking up short distance travels, you meeting your near and dear ones, which will keep you sane, which will keep you healthy. Keep on exercising, keep on moving your body, and do not get stagnant in any way, which will definitely help you gain more clarity about overall life path, life purpose, about your finances, about your expenditure, or even if you are in a relationship, or even if you're going through some kind of tough phase, or you have to make some decision about your education, then or about your children, then this is the time when you will be asked to remain extremely patient and calm. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Capricorn ascendant and moon sign natives, the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place in the 7th house of your horoscope, that is the sign of Cancer, whereas Mars rules the 4th and the 11th house of your horoscope, and Venus rules the 5th and the 10th house of your horoscope. It definitely shows that there is a lot of energy getting gathered around people who are exactly opposite to you, that is other people, that is the other world. Your ascendant or moon sign ruler Saturn is transiting exactly opposite to the sign of Cancer while being retrograde. It shows that you are meeting a lot of people, a lot of circumstances and situations where you have to make different choices than what you used to be making in immediate past. You might even encounter people or situations which are giving you exactly opposite advice than what you always thought to be correct. And that is why it might happen that you are feeling some kind of friction in moving ahead with ease and with clarity in life, because now a lot of outside interference is making you think twice. It's making you doubt your life path. You are concerned about your career, the decisions that you are making about your career, and you are reflecting again and again, back and forth, if it is the right choice or not, if it will end up making me happy or not, because I don't again want to go back in the same scenario where I feel stuck, or where I don't feel the emotional satisfaction, where I don't get honored or respected for my contribution. So these kind of thoughts can be there around your familial matters, around your marriage life, around your career, around your education, or around your children's life, or around your financial matters. Hence, be mindful that it's other people's nature, and it's their job to give us, to share their opinions with us. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we have to always say yes to the suggestions given by other people. You have got the authority to decide for your own life. And that is why remaining calm during this time, remaining composed, and maintaining a journal, or writing down your thoughts, or taking a pause before making those big decisions is what going to be helpful for you in order to remain peaceful and happy and stable in life. Overall results will be dependent on planets' position in your natal chart, as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing. For the Aquarius ascendant and moon sign natives, the sensitive Gandanta zone transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 6th house of your horoscope, that is the sign of Cancer, whereas Mars rules the 3rd and the 10th house of your horoscope, and Venus rules the 4th and the 9th house of your horoscope. Well, a lot of energies are getting gathered in your 6th house. Saturn, your ascendant ruler, is currently retrograde, exactly opposite to the sign of Cancer, that is in the sign of Capricorn, while being retrograde. So it definitely shows that major themes of this Gandanta transit is about you dealing with the long pending issues, the grudges, the resentments with your family, with your around your life path, around your siblings, around your colleagues, or around your luck factor. If you are always feeling like I'm not lucky enough in life, then this Gandanta transit will make it seem to be worse than what it actually is. And that is why I highly recommend you all to not feel less luckier than other people. It's all in your heart, it's all in your mind, it's not exactly in the reality, and that is what you have to believe in, because Saturn, your ascendant ruler, is already testing your patience enough since past 1 or 2 years, and it wants you to feel that way so that you will be able to make different choices, so that you will be able to go through suffering in life, which will purify your soul eventually. But remember, there are always other ways to encounter these feelings, and that is why there can be some sudden anger burst outs in your day-to-day routine life, or there can be some health issues to your mother or to the pets at your home, or you might be asked to help the needy people, needy woman, unprivileged woman, or there can be some emotional turmoils that you might undergo during this time. This is not an ideal time to make biggest decisions of your life, so hold on a bit, for it's just a matter of few days, and that is why just make sure that you are not taking any big decisions about your career, about your father or your mother's health, and you are taking utmost care of your own health, especially mental health. And even if the family environment is not all rosy, or it's not all calm and peaceful, what you can do is you can get involved in some kind of spiritual practices, or you can simply remain calm when and wait for the storm to get passed on. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart, as well as the current dasha one is undergoing. For the Pisces ascendant and moon sign natives, the current sensitive Gandanta transit of Mars and Venus is taking place from the 5th house of your horoscope, that is the sign of Cancer. Mars is the ruler of the 2nd and 9th house of your horoscope, whereas Venus rules the 3rd and the 8th house of your horoscope, and Saturn, the 12th and 11th house ruler, is transiting through the 11th house of your horoscope while being retrograde, exactly opposite to the sensitive transit of Mars and Venus in 5th house. It definitely shows that a lot of energies are getting gathered around the 5th house matters, around the 11th house matters. So it may so happen that you are trying hard to get enrolled in some kind of new course curriculum, and you end up spending a lot of money all at once on it, and which again makes you think about your financial management during this time. Or it may so happen that you are concerned about your income during this time, or you have to spend a lot of money on your familial matters, or if you are in a romantic relationship, then this time period can be a testing one where you are constantly thinking of what step to take next. You might even be concerned about your child's life, about their education, or there can be some major incidences taking place around your elder siblings, and that is why remaining calm during this time, taking proper guidance, and discussing things thoroughly with your family members, with your mother, with your elder siblings, with your children is something that can help you a lot during this time in order to gain clarity. You are likely to break free from some of the toxic patterns that have been carrying around in your mind or in your family, or around the areas which are represented by Mars and Venus in your chart, that is about your family or your accumulated wealth, your income, let it be your career, as your ascendant or moon sign ruler is already transiting through the 12th house. And that is why when the 8th lord is also getting involved in the Gandanta zone along with Mars, it definitely shows that this is the time period where you will be making tough choices in life. You will be asked and you will be left with no choices than to take concrete decisions if you want to make your routine life more viable, more beneficial. Overall results will be dependent on planets posited in your natal chart as well as the current Mahadasha and Antardasha one is undergoing.